everyone, here we are with Wkhs, Workhorse Group Inc. And before we jump into this stock and this chart, I want to go ahead and say to all my first-time viewers and investors, welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. But as we jump into this chart, I want to say thank you to all the first-time viewers or investors or subscribers that took the time to comment down below, answer the trivia questions, and also comment their insights on what they thought about what the charts was showing us. So I look forward to seeing your guys' comments today on what you guys think and see for the near future in the upcoming week, and also your answers to the trivia question that I will be asking towards the end of this video. So stay tuned. So very volatile day for Workhorse. Workhorse has been in an upward direction, which is a good sign, right? From those lows way down here at around 15.14. From that point forward, it's been running up. It's hit the volatility of the market, the ups and downs, but every time it's reaching newer highs. Today has been probably the second hardest bearish run that we've seen in this upward direction, right? But it's still going in this direction, and we're gonna have to watch this closely for the upcoming week and what's gonna happen and what we're gonna see based off the chart is showing us, because right now we're below the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is 1961. I'd write that down because as long as we're below that, we're in bearish territory. The moment we're back above it, we will be in bullish territory. Now, the bulls broke through resistance and it only lasted an hour and a half before it started to reject and fall. But not only did it fall because the bears tore through the resistance back into this area, but they broke through support. They broke through the 50-day moving average, and they hit a newer low. They hit 1855. Super important number to keep in mind for the next coming days and weeks. And we're going to look at the highest point reached here by the bulls, which is 2155. If you look at that stretch, that's a $2 stretch. Those are the two most important numbers right now. 2155, 1855 for the next coming weeks and days, according to the volatility of this stock. Now, 2155 is the highest point in recovery from the bearish run. So that's a very pivotal and important number right now for the bulls to break through, to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. So we want to keep that number in mind as this continues to play out. Now we're going to look at our new support and resistance levels based off the last couple of hours of the day. And then we're going to look at what to pay close attention to for the next coming days and weeks. So yes, the 50-day moving average, 1961, we're below it. The bulls need to break through it to get back into bullish territory. Now, before the rejection, there was a high here, and that is 2145, 10 cents below the highest point. 2145 is the first point to be broken through for the bulls to start to hit newer levels and get closer to the highest peak, which was 2155. And our lowest point here is very important, 1855, to keep in mind. And as we look at that, the next point of reference, if that gets broken through, because it's pretty close to our support, the next support level would be down here at 1764. But before getting there, we don't have to worry about that just yet. We're going to look at what's important for Monday. So for the bulls to actually gain momentum and get back into bullish territory and cross the 50-day moving average, they're going to want to cross resistance. And resistance is 1927. If 1927 gets broken through and turn into a support, the bulls could be on their way to reaching newer highs, new resistance levels, and actually getting closer to the 50-day moving average. Now, I want to emphasize to all investors that if 1927 gets broken through, it does not signify that the bulls have gained control. This is just the beginning of the bullish trajectory, forming a catalyst, right? And it's an indicator for us investors on where this is heading and if it's getting closer to the 50-day moving average, which is the bulls' goal. So the bulls want to break through this resistance, turn it into a support to get closer to their goal, which is getting back into bullish territory. So 1927 needs to be broken through to form a catalyst, turn it into a support, so the bulls can get closer to what they actually want to attain, which is gaining control over the chart, by getting back into bullish territory. Now, on the other hand, we have what the bears want. And the bears want to break through the lowest point as this was going down. Obviously, this had a sharp downtrend. It leveled off. And this is the lowest point after the level off before the bulls reappeared and slightly built some momentum here. We need to see if they can continue it. But this support level is 1869. Now, if 1869 gets broken through, I want to emphasize to all investors, pay close attention to how the stock is reacting. How quickly is it moving to those lows? Because we are already in bearish territory and we're moving further away from the 50-day moving average. If support, which is 1869, gets broken through and this starts to reach newer lows, newer support levels, and moving fairly quickly down further into bearish territory. So you're going to want to pay close attention to that and see if the bulls are trying to reappear and bring this back up, or are the bears going to continue to pull it down to reach new levels and newer support levels. So super important. I want to emphasize to all investors, pay close attention to the behavior because it's not that far from the lowest point down here at 1855. And if that gets broken through, we are certainly going in a downward trend to newer lows. And even if the bulls reappear, it's going to be much harder for them to bring this back up into bullish territory. So we want to pay close attention to that. And again, this resistance level here at 1927 is super important for the bulls to form a catalyst to continue to work their way up. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit that like button to let me know you watched this video. So trivia question. What is the most important support level after 1855 if it gets broken through and this is hitting newer lows? And what is the most important resistance level after the 50-day moving average is broken through before the fall? Not the highest point reached, the most important resistance level before this fall. I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. In that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on these scheduled dates. On these dates, the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets, and the charts and the dates speak for themselves. I want you guys to check it out. I go into more detail about it, but what does that mean for us as investors? Just to summarize it real quick here. Well, if the S&P 500 index is rising, there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it, anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but per share that does add up. And like I always say, profits are profits. But in the video, I'm not there to go ahead and guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just there to inform every single investor on the great news that there's an opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. I look forward to guys seeing that video. I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below from this video and also that video if you guys check it out. And thank you guys so much for watching. I highly encourage you guys to see it, and let's make some money.